The Apple Vision Pro is going to be released on the 2nd of February in the US. It's coming up pretty quick. And a couple of days ago, Apple released a guided tour video, a kind of demonstration slash advert. It was about 9 minutes long. Premise was this person who had not used the Vision Pro before is going to be walked through how to use some of the features. It's all scripted. It's not real. It's a proper advert, really, extended advert. But it was pretty cool, and it demonstrated some of the kind of key features of it. So here are 4 highlights for me from that demonstration and the use and features of this device. So number 1 is the real world navigation. So that really looks cool. It reminds me of Minority Report. That's going back a while. That probably shows my age. And like Iron Man when he's in his workshop and he's got the display. So having that kind of interactive display in real world kind of 3D looks really cool, and you navigate it through gestures, through your voice, and then it tracks your eyes. So the device has got quite a lot of cameras in there, so I'll go through tech specs a bit later on in the video. Number 2 is viewing media. So this is photos, videos, and movies as well. So this is, for me, what really excites me about the Vision Pro, having this immersive experience. So in the video it showed this panoramic view, also your panoramic photos that you take on your iPhone, etc. They really come alive, and it's in this massive curved view that you can walk into and walk around. That looks really cool. The movies side of things, I absolutely love my movies. I was even considering doing movie reviews as a YouTube channel. Movie side of things looks absolutely sick. Imagine having that immersive experience, that cinematic experience, a 200-inch screen in your living room. I absolutely love going to the cinema. This would be such a big plus. It wouldn't stop me going from the cinema, but this has really got me excited. Definitely. Number 3 is taking video calls through FaceTime. Again, being able to have that huge screen and experience, and seeing hopefully a lot of detail to this person that you're speaking with, and their background as well. So especially if I'm speaking with friends and family across the world. So mum's in Bangladesh at the moment, so speaking with her through that device and seeing where she is at home with the family, and seeing that on a massive screen, immersive experience would be really cool. Number 4 is having that ability to connect your MacBook and then mirror your screen into a huge screen. That looks pretty cool. So I do quite a bit of editing on Final Cut Pro, but I use an M2 14-inch MacBook Pro, bit small, on the small side, and I do sometimes connect it up to a monitor, but I'm switching between my work laptop and this one, so it can be a bit inconvenient. This could be quite cool to do editing on a massive screen, and also viewing and previewing that footage that I had edited. However, it's going to be a pretty expensive accessory and monitor to have. You can just buy an insane quality monitor for way like half the price of the Vision Pro, or even actually much less, probably like a quarter of the price. So I wouldn't be kind of pinning my hopes and pinning my reasons on getting a Vision Pro based on that functionality. But it's not just connecting your MacBook as a second screen. There's other functionality, and there's built-in apps. I think on release day, I think there's going to be a couple of 100,000 apps, if I'm correct. So let's dive into some of the tech specs. So in terms of capacity, there's going to be 3 options: 256 gig, 512 gig, and a 1 terabyte option. Display is super sharp. I think in comparison with the MacBook Pros and other displays, it's just as good, if not more. And the refresh rate up to 100 Hz, and you'll be able to mirror your devices as well. So iPhone, iPad, and Mac. It comes with 2 chips, though. The M2 is the core chip, and then this brand new one, R1 chip as well. So there's a lot happening, a lot of processing power within this. It's got a lot of cameras and sensors to make it work. 3D main camera system. There's 2 high resolution main cameras, 6 world facing tracking cameras, 4 eye tracking cameras, true depth camera, LiDAR scanner, flick sensor. So this is sounds like one of those driverless cars. It's got all of these cameras to make it work. So they're packing in quite a lot of tech into this. Optic ID, what Apple's calling a spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. So I'll be interested to see the quality or hear the quality of that. Battery is where it does not sound impressive. So 2 hours of general use, video watching up to 2.5 hours. It is the first edition. It is the first one that they're releasing, but that's not long. You're gonna have to be plugged in if you're watching a movie. And this is not a real world application. Once we start using it, it's probably not going to really reach those kind of hours and usage. It's going to weigh 600 to 650 grams. I'll have to try that out when that comes out. I don't know how heavy that's going to be. That sounds pretty heavy to me, to be on your head. And that does not include the battery. So the separate battery weighs 353 grams. So altogether, it's nearly going towards a kilo, but it is separate, so you can put the battery down beside you if you're sitting down, or put it in your pocket. So the cost is going to be $3,499 for the entry-level model, the 256 gig capacity, and going up to $3,899 for the 1 terabyte. That is pretty eye-watering in terms of costs, and I'll be honest, that's going to be quite cost prohibitive for me to get. So I don't think I'm going to be getting it at launch, maybe some time down the line in the future. And to put it in context, a 16-inch M3 MacBook Pro starts at $2,499. It's available for pre-order for the US launch. International customers and people in the UK, I wouldn't bother getting it because the support is just going to be in the US, and you're going to need a US account, Apple ID, to be able to access it. So I would wait until it's released over here. So I don't think it'll be that long. They haven't confirmed a date, but I think it'll be kind of June onwards. There's a Apple Worldwide Developers Conference, so I think it'll be probably beyond that time. And they may have worked out some kinks and things in the software, so we might have some benefit from waiting. So my final thoughts, guys, is that I think the proof is going to be in the pudding, the testing of it. I've seen early reviews, and some magazines and tech YouTubers, they've got early access to it, industry professionals who have been trying it out, and the reviews have been positive. It'd be interesting to see how it really works with real consumers out there. I'm quite excited about using it. The price, again, does put me off, but if we put that aside, what Apple is trying to do with this device is pretty cool in terms of the functionality. What I'm really worried about, a bit cautious rather, and there has been some backlash as well against it, is this device going to further disconnect us from each other? It's something that's going to be so immersive, then you're not going to be disconnecting with others. We're already on our phones, hours and hours a day on social media, and it's having an impact in so many different ways on society, on your mental health. With this device, which is going to be stuck to your head, and you can just put an immersive background and just it fills up your whole area of your vision, it's going to further kind of push you into that realm of disconnect. And I know it's going to, when somebody walks in, it's going to put them into vision, but I think that's not an adequate way that's going to combat that. You're still going to be maybe sat in your bedroom. People are not going to be coming into your bedroom realistically. You're not going to be connecting with others. And the movie mode for it, I mean, what I love is watching movies with the family, and then when you're in the cinema, you go with some friends. I sometimes go by myself, but at home, it's with the family, and it's one of the things that I absolutely love doing. So with this device, are you really going to be connected with your family? You're not going to be able to all get a headset. Is that how it's going to work? It's a device that is certainly just kind of solo use, and it showed this in the launch video, showed this lady on an airplane using the device, and once she put them on, she was watching Everything Everywhere All at Once. Amazing movie, by the way, and she was immersed in that and disconnected from others. Now, if I was traveling solo, I wouldn't mind that, actually. I think having my own device. However, one, I think it's going to look pretty weird having this massive device on. And secondly, usually I like speaking to people on the plane and about anything, where you going on holiday, what's your plans, where you're from, etc. That human interaction and connection. I think this could be a potential barrier to that. For work purposes, I'm not 100% convinced. It's going to be always an accessory. I think it's not going to be that main work device that you go to get your stuff done and for productivity. I think it's going to be a enhancement but not replace your main device. So I won't be purchasing this at launch. I think the costs are quite prohibitive, even though the features look really cool. I definitely want to try it out. I probably will eventually end up purchasing it, but I think it's going to be, so I won't be purchasing this at launch. I think the cost is a bit prohibitive at the moment. I think Apple doesn't really reduce their prices. They'll just release another model. So I'm just going to wait and see how this device does and look at the pros and cons and benefits of it before justifying a purchase. I will probably end up getting it at some point. Anyway, what do you think of the Vision Pro? Will you purchase it at launch? What do you think of the different features? Is there something that you think you would use it for? What is your favorite feature? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.